This episode of Apparitions Paranormal is brought to you by Stone Masters of Idaho, your number one source of stone, tile, and concrete surface restorations. For more information, call 208-890-5755 or visit stonemastersofidaho.com.
Welcome to Apparitions Paranormal.
Spirit back home with me as a friend. Do you need our help to get out of here? Are you stuck here?
On this episode of Apparitions Paranormal, the team was called upon to investigate what appeared to be an unassuming house in Boise, Idaho. The residents report seeing dark, shadowy figures darting about the home, as well as frightening sounds. The residents claim to hear growling, male and female voices that sound muffled and come from under the floorboards, and knocking sounds that come from unknown origins somewhere in the home. As our team of investigators delved deeper into our investigation of the residents, we were to discover the truth behind the phrase, "Big things come in small packages." This humble home was to provide one of our most exciting investigations yet.
Okay, so Kendra, can you go ahead and give us a rundown of some of the things you've experienced in the house?
Well, ever since my brother opened the crawl space, my mom said she felt like a big whoosh come through. And ever since then, she's been feeling more activity as, like, she's been hearing footsteps. Also, she's been hearing, she had her door slammed once, actually, and she had this black blob that followed her into a room and ran across her ceiling. And she was sitting at her desk one night, and it growled at her.
Which obviously must have really been a little bit uneasy for her to experience that. And of course, your mom doesn't want to be on camera due to anonymity, but you can still tell your voice over here.
Okay.
How did you feel when you heard that growl?
The hairs on my arms stood up.
I'll bet. So anything else? Anybody actually been touched, pushed, bit, shoved, scratched?
She's felt bruises.
Yeah, I felt like one grabbed my hand almost, but then I would brush across my ankles.
But nobody's actually been physically injured or attacked, which is a good thing. Okay, what we'll do is we'll break out our equipment, we'll begin our investigation. It may take anywhere from as much as 2 to 4 hours. Usually that's how long it takes. And then we'll have to have about a week to review. And if we find anything, we'll set up a reveal for you and come back and show you what we found. And at that point, if you decide you want the house cleansed, we'll discuss it at that point. Okay. All right, so since your mom doesn't want to be on camera, why don't you go ahead and give us a quick walkthrough through the house. Just kind of let us know.
That's right there, so she feels as if he's just standing right here, always in the middle of the hall.
Watching.
Yeah, just like watching. But also when I felt that brush across my legs, I was just standing right here.
Okay.
And there's also another thing. We've heard almost like people that are under the house. So like we've heard conversations happening like over by the tub, like but underneath the house.
Do you have a basement?
No, just across the
But you hear them like underneath the floor.
Yeah, like my mom said she's heard like banging on like underneath her bed, but under the house.
And you actually hear conversations.
You can hear like almost like a male and a female. We think it is like just having a conversation.
Okay.
So, but it's like in that area.
All right.
And then also when my mom was in her office, she was just sitting there at her desk, and then the growl that we were telling you about, she said she always feels him right here, but she heard the growl come from right here.
Okay.
And at night, she said one night it sounded like he like threw some at the wall. Like he likes this office. This is like his room in here. So, because the crawl space was over here, and that's where we think he came out of.
Okay.
Because there was no activity like that too until we opened it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's pretty much where.
So we just have
everything's
this room and that room,
Yeah.
and then the main room, and then why don't you go ahead and quickly show us the last room of the house
The
and
kitchen. The kitchen. We haven't ever really done anything in here besides what he left this cabinet door open once, and we never go in this cabinet ever.
Okay.
So that's the only thing that's happened in here so far.
But even hearing a growl out of nowhere,
Yeah.
that's a little disturbing.
It's a little scary.
Okay, well, we will, like I said, we'll spend about 4 hours in here and give us about a week after we're done doing our readings and whatnot and see what we come up with.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Okay.
We completed our initial walkthrough of the house. We were also given a full rundown of the odd and suspected paranormal activity reported by the residents. We immediately launched our investigation. We then set up all equipment necessary to determine if the strange occurrences at this location were legitimately of supernatural origin. Wonder how big that crawl space is.
She's got all her, I mean, like I said, we're trying to pack and everything's been, we tried to shove stuff so you guys got stuff shoved there, in my closet, her closet. Because we haven't been able to take them up to the house yet, so. Yeah. And I've got my office in her room, she just barely moved back in and then never moved again. So.
Whoa.
Huh?
There's an underground beehive we just stepped on.
Oh, really?
Got them all ticked off.
Oh, yeah?
See them all swarming around.
Okay, I don't like bees whatsoever.
Now, I'm sure you probably already know who I am, even before I introduce myself. And you know who the team is. I know that word travels quickly in your realm. On the other hand, we would like you to tell us for yourself what your purpose is here.
We're not here to harm you.
We're not here to harm you, and we will not remove you from this place unless we're asked to. And then by God, I will remove you from this place. But that aside, we're not really here to do that yet, and we may not do that at all. That all depends on you.
I had a slight tingling sensation in here as well.
Yeah, well, when I went into that bathroom, or I into that bedroom, not the bathroom, but the bedroom, I got a chill, a spine-tingling, very light chill up my back.
I really didn't feel anything until I was right there when I said that I feel her.
Quite a bit of a jump there.
There's somebody in here.
Rocks quite a bit. It's probably because it was closed off. There's a lot of fluctuation in that closet
Yeah, well.
in terms of temperature. 2 to 3 degree difference. You guys take pictures of the outside.
Yeah, we spent a whole bunch of time out there, so. There's also a big electrical converter out there too as well. On one of the poles, transformer almost.
All right, real close to the house.
It's probably about 500 feet that way, maybe less, right on the very top of a pole. Plus also on the neighbor's yard, there's a radio antenna out there.
Okay. This little grayish black box can actually help me to hear your voice if you'll speak into it.
Hey Jeff, stop right there. If you look down, there is a hornet's nest underneath that, so do not step there.
The hornet's nest into there?
Yep, so stay away from this area right here.
Okay. Walk over this way. Good call. So anyway, I'd like you to speak into this silver box that I'll hold in my hand. Are you also in this residence right here? And not just their house? Because I'm thinking that my intuitive sense is that some of them are coming from over here.
They're trying to transport in between that house and this house?
They're walking back and forth between the houses.
Okay.
What's your name? What's your name? I just heard you scream. What's your name? Speak into this box, it'll help me hear your voice. Did you hear the man scream?
No. Doesn't mean that didn't happen though.
Well, if it did, it'll be on playback. Okay.
That's when I noticed that I started getting
All right, I'm going to wrap up the CVP session. Thank you for communicating with me.
You want to look and see if there's anything down under there? That's kind of odd.
Yeah. Light socket's right there.
Yeah, and you're far enough away, it shouldn't be quite that high, even if you got a reading, you know? Okay. How much space you got down there, Jeff? Is it mostly claw? Try to get a good...
Actually, got a flashlight so I can see.
You want to grab the flashlight there?
Definitely some buckets. Yeah, if you were to sit down.
Okay, well sit down. Or do you need me to trade places with you?
During the day.
Okay, so all right. So where's the silver? Recorder?
It's in the box. And if so, what is it? Are you a friendly spirit? Should we be afraid? I got a tingling sensation.
Do you mean anybody any harm?
Do you mean us harm? Because we are not here to harm you.
I just thought I heard somebody say, "Yeah," female voice.
You guys got a tingling sensation.
I could be
in my body.
I could be wrong about that though.
Do you mean us harm? Because we do not mean you harm.
Well, even if they do, they're powerless to do anything.
That's true.
Oh, hello. What's your name? Speak clearly, please. I'm a demon is what it said.
I heard that. You hear it? What's your name?
Well, that may be disturbing. We want to know those kind of things so we can protect you. Okay.
Who is the demon that is above you?
Well, it doesn't really matter who's above or who's below. Here's the thing. I'm going to put you on notice. Since you identified yourself, one of you identified yourself as attaching to Kendra, and you identified yourself as a demon, I'm going to exorcise you. It ain't going to be like the movies either. I just give the word and it's done, and you know it. We're out. Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. Darn right you're out. I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but I have to go for mine. So in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, I'm talking to that demon. I'm talking to you. Yes. You will now leave and not be attached to Kendra anymore. You understand me?
This household or any other property that she owns.
Do you understand me? Do you understand me? I command you in Jesus' name that you will no longer be attached to anybody in this house. Do you understand me? Answer me now. I'm speaking to that demon.
You will answer him.
You will obey me and answer me now. You will no longer be attached. You understand? I'll go. Did you hear that? Okay. And if I have to come back for any reason, it's going to get tight because I'm going to send you someplace you don't want to be. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Going. Did you hear that?
Yep.
All right, thank you. End of the door. Goodbye. Okay. He's gone now. Mm-hmm. But that's what was attached to you, was a demon, and you probably, and my intuitive impression is that you picked it up from your boyfriend. Mm-hmm. He was doing some stuff, you know, with the drugs and whatnot, and entertaining things that he should not have even been entertaining. Mm-hmm. I can't really go into all the detail, but I got the impression. Anyway, I just got the impression drugs had something to do with opening up a door. Mm-hmm. You got to understand that drugs for centuries have been used by shaman and other people to open up to the spirit world. Right. Okay, you start doing drugs and you're opening yourself up in a huge way. So here you are, right back here, and then this is your hand, okay, and your arm, and then you got another arm over here. But it's partly obscured by a cloudy-like mist, and then here's the face of the being that was attached to you. And it's not attached to you anymore. Well, we kind of want it to stay that way. We'll pull in. Now, I don't know if it's easier for you to see. You got like 3 or 4 people back here by the windows. Remember, we were having that swishy thing going on, and yet when we took one of the IRs, we've got several people.
Yeah, I can see them.
Can you see them?
Yeah.
In the IR, standing there, you know. Now, the second anomaly on video that we got that you could actually visually see was right here. It's a light anomaly on the wall back there. Mm-hmm. And watch closely. Even though I was using my small IR camera and it got a little shaky, we're looking at these 2 spots here. Right. They look like light spots on the wall, right? But watch what they do. Now, I'm not really moving my position much. Watch what this one does particularly. Now, as I start moving back this way, now watch what it does as I just start moving. You see how it just breaks up and then just vanishes like that? and then it's gone.
Yep.
Nonetheless, we'd still like to hear from you regardless. So if you could please speak into that box.
I just heard somebody say get out.
You did?
Yep.
Well, let's hope we got it on the camera. Nonetheless, we'd still like to hear from you regardless. So if you could please speak into that box.
I just heard somebody say get out. Is there something special about this room? If so, tell me what. Is there something special about this room? If so, tell me what.
Mark, you set up the laser grid through the hall. And,
Sorry,
I'm sorry. Mark, you set up the laser grid through the hall.
Dad. You saw something?
Where?
Dad. You saw something?
Where?
Yep.
Can you please do me a favor?
Yep.
Can you please do me a favor? Did you just hear that?
Yeah, I did, but now we got a window open too.
Well, let's
It
keep that
could
in
be
mind.
somebody from the neighbors, so we'll just have to listen to it carefully, see what it says. Okay.
Did you just hear that?
Yeah, I did, but now we got a window open too.
Well, let's keep
It
that
could
in
be
mind.
somebody from the neighbors, so we'll just have to listen to it carefully, see what it says. It's probably because it was closed. It's probably because it was closed. The being that growled at Rainey one night, right here in this, right here. The being that growled at Rainey one night, right here in this, right here. Did you hear somebody say get out?
No.
Female voice. From the floor. Did you hear somebody say get out?
No.
Female voice. From the floor. Like it is speaking to the silver box that I hold in my hand. I'm thinking that my intuitive sense is that some of them are coming from over here.
They're kind of transporting between that house and this
They're
house?
walking back and forth between the houses.
Okay.
What's your name? What's your name? I just heard you scream. What's your name? Speak into this box, it'll help me to hear your voice. Did you hear the man scream?
No. Doesn't mean that didn't happen though.
Well, if it did, it'll be on playback. Like it is speaking to the silver box that I hold in my hand. I'm thinking that my intuitive sense is that some of them are coming from over here.
They're kind of transporting between that house and this house?
They're walking back and forth between the houses.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've got my office in her room. She's just barely moved back Yeah. And I've got my office in her room. She's just barely moved in.
Do you mean anybody any harm?
Do you mean us harm? 'Cause we are not here to harm you.
I just thought I heard someone say, yeah. Female voice.
Who has got the sensation?
Do you mean anybody any harm?
Do you mean us harm? 'Cause we are not here to harm you.
I just thought I heard someone say, yeah. Female voice.
Who has got the sensation?
Can you tell me how old you are? Can you tell me how old you are? If we can help you. If we can help. Okay, so. All right, so. Okay, so. All right, so. Okay, so.
Presence known that we died. You can't really say it.